Apologize for the lighting, it really sucks in here. But as of right now, I'm going to show you all my creative process, and it's gonna be in parts. So this is gonna be the introduction along with part one, and part one will have uh, a mix of two. It's gonna have the inspiration, how to find inspiration to write a song and create one, as well as the songwriting process. And then the rest will be further stages in the development of your music. So let's let this shit begin. I said a curse word and I don't know how am I gonna not do most that. Definitely the most important part in creating your music is going to be digging within your subconsciousness and finding and putting together the pieces of your song. This is where the creativity really stems. And so as far as me, what I like to do is not necessarily what you should do, because in the end we all have to find like what makes an artist, not a motherfucker. First step in creating music, and one of the most crucial, this is where your creativity will stem very vastly, is uh, gathering your mind, like digging into your subconscious, and figuring out what the structure and the aesthetic of what you're about to create as far as the music goes. Like, what I do isn't necessarily what you should do. You know, that's in the end, we all have to figure out what being an artist means to us. You know, individually. And that's how you'll get your own sound and your own character. And but I mean, like, what I like to do is to just to turn like the lights off and just like board up the fucking windows and get really dark, you know, and like just like really push my subconsciousness out of my head. And it goes really well for me because I really find out a lot about myself that I don't necessarily want to know, but I mean, like, that's what it's all about, and that's where it will be. Staying true to yourself is important within this music creation. Uh, but yeah, so like you got to figure out, because you got to get in the mindset. That's what I'm saying. You got to get in the mindset of of this song, because the first step, which is what I just explained, is the most crucial, and it'll pretty much guide you to the path of where your song's gonna go from there. If you have a shitty mindset or whatever going into it, it's gonna be a pretty shitty song, honestly. It may sound good, but it ain't gonna have the crucial parts in the song that makes you different. It makes you unique, you know. So a lot of my music is basically most of my music, actually all of it, is really just like where I am in my state of mind when I create the song or create the album. Yes, it talks about a lot of things, but also those things are a little like metaphorically speaking, or just a way for me to guide my subconsciousness into reality. So yeah. But yeah, and now I'm gonna go through the songwriting process for y'all. When you've gathered all of that, now it's time to put it on paper. I have this song, the songwriting process, and with this, I actually do this now on my computer. That way, I can directly upload it to my lyric platforms off the computer, so I ain't gotta type it from what I wrote. But just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it on here. Now, a lot of people think and feel that they should listen to their beat that they're gonna use and go from there. That's great, but for me, that's the second part of making music, because I mean, you just lose all the integrity of your character and what you represent. So I instead I pretty much just gathered what like what I did before. I got in that mindset and everything, and I just put it all on paper, and in no direct order, and no verses, nothing, just scattered, just, and then I'll turn that into lyrics. Okay, so when I turn it into lyrics, I'll be using the beat too. But right now, I just wanna gather my thoughts and put them on paper, pretty much. So, and this will be the integrity of the song, the aesthetic. So I'll go ahead and begin. So I have figured out and put down my lyrics. I got the hook right here. So let's say hook, and we have a bridge here to kind of connect the verse. So bridge to the hook. It's a verse. I mean, I actually have two bridges really, but I mean they can be interchangeable. And here is a verse, and it's gonna trail back to the hook. This can be a very melodic type of sound. Now I figured out my beat. I'm sorry, I keep making so many noises, but here we go. I'm gonna get the melodies down. I'm gonna figure out how I want it to sound through my vocals. So you're gonna be a part of that with me. So let's begin. Putting mind on paper, darkness will take over. Saint and sinner cut in mind, evil lurks behind. Grind your teeth, can you feel the heat? The reaper will reap, I say let the blood seep. Sin city, beheaded by machete. All he wants is love, all he wants is compassion. All he wants is hope, but you can't be weak in Sin City. Adapt to the struggle, the pain, AR-15, he can't be seen. Macmillan, 43, who will remember me? In Sin City, take it all out of me. So, clearly my tone was off at the end. I'm gonna turn this up and we're gonna get more of a feel for it. Putting mind on paper, darkness will take over. Saint and sinner cut in mind, evil lurks behind. Grind your teeth, can you feel the heat? The reaper will reap, I say let the blood seep. Sin City, beheaded by machete. All he wants is love, all he wants is compassion. All he wants is hope, but you can't be weak in Sin City. Adapt to the struggle, the pain, AR-15, he can't be seen. Macmillan, 43, who will remember me? In Sin City, take it all out of me. Sin City. You can't be seen in Sin City.